Hello everyone and welcome back to Uncharted 1 Drake's Fortune. And now we are in the underground where we are still looking for the vault to the treasure.
Treasure! Yar.
We're not on Uncharted 4 yet. Say the pirates still in.
I know.
Yeah, actually this is I was kind of talking about this off the mic. But Uncharted 1, when we get to around this area, because everything like up at like the beginning up to the fortress and then the customs house, and now we're I call this area more or less the cathedral because we're going to be exploring around the sanctuary a whole lot.
There's always something behind a waterfall.
I really like this section. Probably the most.
Okay, what the hell are these guys doing here?
I know. This is one of those moments when I'm just questioning. Look, I thought we were the first ones down here.
Wasn't the vault like fucking like this tomb or something like just locked up? Well, what the hell are stage lights doing there?
I mean, you could even make the excuse they just came in from another way. I mean, they technically could have come in through another way because we are going to be exiting out a different way than
yeah, and like with Sully helping them, I mean, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And really Uncharted
I mean, considering there are excavation lights here, I'm guessing, yeah, they've already been here. But wasn't it just a big thing? Like, wasn't it a big thing just now how we figured out the way in here?
Yeah. Uncharted 4 is also a little bit guilty of this too. I mean, really, that's the entire goddamn series, but Uncharted 1, it's definitely the most blatant.
At least, like, the Tomb Raider reboot knew, like, which enemies to put where. Like, you had the, like, with the Tomb Raider reboot, you had the enemies, like, the Russian, you had, not the Russian guys, but, like, well, yeah, the Russian mercenaries, you had the cultists, and you also had the the cursed island inhabitants, like the Stone Guardians. So, like, stuff where, you know, the Russian mercenaries, working for the cultists with Matthias, they'd be sort of out in the open, but in, like, this stuff with, like, with the tombs, that's where they wouldn't be putting, like, the cultists or any. Maybe some of the cultists, because that's where, you know, they'd be, like, trying to explore, the island, trying to find a way out, to escape the island, break the curse. That makes sense, but, like, with the tombs, like, they generally just have the set pieces of, like, the island guardians and stuff like that. So, like, it's really, it's really good with, like, the enemy variety with regards to the placement of the variations.
Yeah, I still say to me though, besides the armored dudes, the worst enemies in all the Uncharted games, next to the Guardians in Uncharted 2, I would say there's these enemies in Uncharted 3. They're kind of like just the heavy thug class, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah,
but they're
big
so
dudes.
goddamn annoying.
We talking like the brutes in Arkham Knight?
Yeah, kind of like that.
I would say something more along the lines of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the brute class that you could get for the rooks.
Yeah, those guys.
Actually, Pat, you played Arkham Knight. What'd you think of them using the brutes as sort of like a replacement for the armored guys in Arkham City? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like how basically they were still the same guys that you needed to use the beatdown for, but they were just brutes instead of guys in armor.
I mean, I think I kind of liked it in concept, but like it just got annoying fast.
There's something about this.
You're supposed to ring both the bells at the same time.
All right.
But because I've played this game so many times, I already know the solution.
We got all the clues right here. We can do this, kid. How the hell does he think he's gonna get that statue out of here anyway?
Magic.
Ooh. Magic. Ooh.
Okay, how?
I know.
There was a guy right there. So.
No, but he's asking how did they already get down here when we just opened up that secret.
Yeah.
Again, this is something Uncharted 1 is very fucking guilty of. I don't even know what he's doing over there.
I think the Indiana Jones movies had a problem with this too. So.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen those movies.
I will
so
say,
don't
like,
know.
the Rise, like, especially Rise of the Tomb Raider is really good with that. Like, the tombs just have no combat whatsoever. Because that's where all the puzzles are.
You're just punching him through his pants.
Yeah,
Dip punch,
sure, why
dip
not?
punch, dip punch.
No, kitty punch, kitty punch,
Pause.
kitty punch, kitty punch, and hold,
And hold.
kitty punch.
No, it's and pause.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. And then when Goku did it, what was it? What was it? Stomach. Kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch, and pause. Stomach punch.
This is completely unacceptable.
What do you expect from me, Roman? My men are getting massacred.
I find it hard to believe that one man could wipe out.
Also, we brought this up in the part when he was introduced, but this British guy is Samuel Templeman.
Yeah.
Take your sorry mob and go.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that British, like.
Your share, Eddie, was contingent upon you doing what I required. You assured me that Drake was captured and the island secure.
Oh, this is bullshit, Roman, and you know it!
We are done here, Mr. Roger.
I like that.
I know he's.
I like this guy. Like, okay, maybe.
I don't, because he's just so fucking forgettable.
Okay, I like.
Well, I
his-
mean, three, like that. I forget who it is, but he's not that much better.
I mean, like.
No, okay, first, well, I was gonna say the main villain of it is Marlo,
Yeah.
and then her, like,
Talbot.
Get what you pay
Talbot,
for,
yeah.
Mr. Rose.
I think I like them way more than I like Roman
Are you
and
worth
Navarro. Navarro, I only remember because of two things. One, he's voiced by Travis Touchdown, and two, he's okay. Spoiler alert: he's gonna more or less just say, "Fuck Roman." He doesn't know what he's gonna do with the treasure. I'm gonna take it instead.
Really, Navarro?
Wait, what?
Sometimes I think you left your brains back in that slum.
Navarro's just gonna basically say, "Fuck it, fuck this, fuck this. I know what I'm doing." Bang.
Chasing this treasure of yours is
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's probably worth.
I don't know. For me, even if this guy might be forgettable, he's the very sophisticated, like, not sophisticated. I mean, he's the stereotypical British, bad guy, like in charge of his crew.
I think you'd really like Lazarevich in two.
Yeah, it's like, and also Simon Goddamn Templeman.
Honestly, to me, like, the best villain in the series, after replaying 4 as much as I have, I really like who the main villain is in 4, but I really love Lazarevich, just because he is threatening, and, like, he's not really played up for comedic laughs. Like, he can back up what the fuck he's doing, so...
Well, what's your issue with Simon with? I was just
Roman.
about to call.
with Simon Templeman, I don't know, because I don't really watch a lot of movies.
What's
No,
your
I
deal with
just-
Roman?
Okay, like, I get it. You know, this movie.
I mean, he's not that wrong.
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
This may as well
is
be
very.
This may as well be a prequel to Indiana Jones in some regards.
Well, like this game is very B movie inspired, you know, and I get that, you know, it's paying homage to classic Indiana Jones and just adventure
and like
films.
yeah,
in
and
general.
like the and the bad
but,
guys
like-
were always like more sophisticated, more style over substance.
Yeah, and like I get that, but keep in mind, I started with Uncharted 3, where the villain was already like, you know, they
Schlocktastic,
had,
but better written.
yeah, they were just written way better than Roman, because Roman really doesn't do a goddamn thing.
I think that's the thing. I like him because, you know, he has not even presence. He just has gravitas. Whereas he has gravitas, but he doesn't do anything to give presence to it. So it's like it's always more appreciated when a villain does actually does shit. But
And I think that's another reason, because also, like I said, I played the Uncharted series from 3 to 2 to 1, and coming from 2, which had, like I said, I think the best villain in the entire series, to come to this was just kind of when I first played it, and it's been one of those things that I just still look at.
just a big scary Russian guy?
Yeah. Sully, I'm just going in circles.
I mean, and yeah, more or less. But Lazarevich also just like, besides his voice just being that awesome, like really.
He kind of sounds like a demon.
Yeah, and like he can back up his villainy, if you want to put it that way.
It's just like Roman is just the stereotypical B movie, sophisticated sounding British
James Bond villain light.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I also said light.
Yeah, James Bond villain light. Which
That's
actually, this guy would be a shoo-in for with the Daniel Craig style of Bond villain, where it's like not even the "you have failed, Mr. Bond." More like it's sort of like the Daniel Craig style, where it's a bit more serious, I guess? Question mark.
Well, I've never seen a James Bond film, so I couldn't.
Well, it's just like
Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. Skyfall,
I did not
Spectre.
like Quantum of Solace.
I actually, that's the only one I haven't seen. I've seen Casino Royale. I've seen Skyfall.
Oh, okay. There's how there's a
I know
thing where...
I know Quantum of Solace is basically James getting revenge on for the events of what happened in Casino Royale. It's actually unlike most Bond movies, it's an actual sequel to another Bond movie. So like Quantum of Solace is a direct sequel to Casino Royale.
Yeah. Like how there was the whole thing with Star Trek movies where it's just like the even numbered movies are great and the odd numbered movies suck. Yeah, it's the inverse with the Daniel Craig James
Really,
Bond
I heard
movies.
good thing about Spectre.
Spectre, I didn't hear many good things about that one.
I haven't seen
Spectre.
Kind of. I've only seen, I guess, the odd number ones. I've only seen Casino Royale and Skyfall.
Yeah, which are great.
Casino Royale was just amazing.
Casino Royale is great. Skyfall is amazing.
But I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard much of Spectre. I just know it was a thing. I haven't bothered to look at many reviews for it.
Yeah, I've seen Quantum of Solace and I was bored. And bear in mind, the first Bond movie I ever saw was what was it? Die Another Day? Yeah, ugh.
Which one was that?
That was the one in
I know it's one of the
that was the last Pierce Brosnan one.
Wait, Die Another... Is that the one with Halle Berry?
Yeah.
I just remember that because Halle Berry. I thought that was pretty good. I think. Maybe.
It was not a good movie.
I don't even know. The only thing I know about James Bond is that it's the most highly sought after role in Britain.
Yeah.
I know number 2 is Doctor Who.
Yeah, then there's what do you guys think of the potential rumors that after Daniel Craig leaves the role, which I think he's only doing one more movie after Spectre?
Good. He's better.
Well, considering I've never seen a James Bond film, I have no opinion on this.
So they're saying that after Daniel Craig finishes with his contract for James Bond, he's going to be doing they're going to have Idris Elba fill in.
I mean,
I'm just
going to say this. Fuck yeah, Idris Elba.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking Idris Elba.
That guy does just amazing work. I have never seen him have a bad role.
Dark Tower.
That's more a bad movie, but
Once they're gone, meet me in the mausoleum.
Yeah, and honestly, he had the best role in that bad movie. So
Yeah.
I guess that
He was
hell,
always
even-
a shining light.
yeah, hell, even with Star Trek Beyond, I didn't really find until we found out like what the hell was that in the background?
Some animal.
Yeah, it's a seagull.
I thought that
Or
was
something.
a Nelson laugh.
No. Yeah, I randomly edited
It's
that
like,
in.
ha, ha, ha.
Okay, Jimmy Carr.
But no, like with even like Star Trek Beyond, I didn't find the villain threatening until we found out like who the hell he was. Basically, when we found out he actually was Idris Elba, and that's when I found him more interesting. So it's like he managed to make a character I didn't really care much about more interesting because we oh hi Idris Elba.
Yeah. He had one of the best roles in Pacific Rim.
Oh, Pacific Rim, that
Which I cannot wait for the
March,
sequel to come
baby.
out. Yeah,
March,
it's
baby.
March.
I still haven't even seen the first one.
it is
I even
like-
did a report. I even had to write a paper about it too.
It is like
Never seen it.
It is monster It is like kaiju.
It's a huge
giant
love
robot
letter to
monster
just-
movie schlock.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
because the paper I did was anime influence in the West, and I talked about
it's
how
mecha versus
Del
it's
Toro-
it's a huge love letter to mecha and kaiju and mecha versus kaiju.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about the film is the theme song that plays whenever the big robot first comes out, like that heavy metal theme.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh, the
really I did
soundtrack
like
is
that
just
song.
great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'll try to have watched it
also-
by then because I am pretty sure my friends are big fans of the original,
And,
so they'll probably drag me to theaters to go see it.
And with Pacific Rim Uprising, the actor for Finn,
Yeah, John
from-
Boyega Jr.
What's next? I don't know.
yeah,
Figuring it out as I go.
Finn.
This is definitely
He's
the
gonna
right
be
place.
the playing as Idris Elba's kid.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. It's
And the main
something to do with these
character.
symbols.
Do we know if Riley and Mako are gonna be in the movie?
I don't think Riley's going to be in it, but I'm almost certain that Mako is going to be in.
Oh man, Roman and Navarro really tore this place up.
It's gonna be interesting to see like where they go from there, because I mean they took out the kaiju.
Wait, what?
Like they fucking blew up their portal.
Oh yeah, that is true. I think they're coming back.
We'll have to see.
Well, have you seen any of the trailers?
I've only seen one.
I think
one
th- I think there was a kaiju in it.
You sure we're in the right place?
I don't know, but this year's looking like a great year for movies.
I'm
we
just
have-
excited for Deadpool 2.
We have Deadpool 2, Black Panther.
Deadpool 2 starring Bob Ross.
I love that trailer.
That is my favorite trailer to ever been
I would have
conceived
loved
by man.
a rim shot with the heads up thing.
What do you make of it?
But
don't know.
yeah, Deadpool 2, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
What the hell's that?
Sully, get out of there.
Huh?
It's a trap! Sullivan, are you okay?
What movies are coming out in
Still in one piece.
Yeah, well,
in May?
back to the library.
Because I remember, Pat,
We're gonna have to
we were
find
thinking
Yeah,
about when movies are.
Infinity.
Infinity War is coming out in May. I'm trying to remember when.
Well, there's no way but forward.
There's no DC movie. Wait, no, I think DC movie. I think the Aquaman movie's coming soon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But we can go more on about movies and even B movies.
I mean, probably won't
in the next
part, but I